Hello, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing amazing today. Got a very special reading for you. So, what new path are you currently headed down next? This is a collective reading, so this is going to apply for anyone watching. Please do remember these are general, so only take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. If you're new, just stopping by the channel, welcome. I hope you're able to grab a message out of the reading. And if you're a returning subscriber or a member, welcome back. Thank you so much for all the support. Hopefully you're also able to grab a message. So before we start, we've got two piles here. Spirit wanted me to do just two. So you're going to have either the rose quartz to choose from or the clear quartz. And then moving forward, you can decide which pile really resonates more with you. And it's going to be two totally different messages, totally different storylines. So thank you so much for joining in. Let's hop right into it. Perfect. So we'll give it a second for you to take a look, see which one you're more intuitively drawn to. They're both different decks as well. Okay, so first we are going to start with the rose quartz. So we will move this clear quartz there out of the way for now. Amazing. So let's see what messages Spirit wants to deliver. Where are you headed off to next? What new exciting changes are coming in? Is it going to be a new job, a new love interest? With the rose quartz specifically, rose quartz kind of pertains to love and healing. So for some of you, this could be a new love interest coming in. We'll see what comes out. Okay, quite a few just flipped over there. Balance in the situation in your life is coming out. Looks like restored harmony where there hadn't been any previously. You've had to have a lot of strength in the past, walk away from a lot of different situations, it looks like. Particularly, this reading looks like someone who's really overcame detaching from past family members and friends that were no longer serving them, just deciding to move forward in their life. Deciding to make the changes necessary. Now your justice is coming in. There's something that you are going to be very passionate about moving forward. And for a lot of you, it's after a time of being like really feeling like you've been through a lot. Wow. So definitely for a lot of you, this pertains to a breakup that ultimately leads to you finding either your true purpose in career and really coming into a financial point in your life. It's like for a lot of you in the past, you put love as the first option, and the new path that you're currently headed on is the focus on you and your career. So that's really beautiful. Letting go of any past toxic ties, definitely walking away from a love interest. Ace of Cups in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse. That's detaching from anything that no longer serves you. So in particular, this reading's really beautiful to see because the path you're headed on is not only walking away from whoever no longer serves you, but freely cutting the cords as well and being okay with it. You're either walking away from a earth sign, a water sign, or we've also got Cancer and Pisces there. So it could be any one of those signs. Now for this section coming up, really the main priority for you is going to be focusing on detaching from love that no longer serves you. I gotta be honest, I don't see new love coming in this section. It really looks like you're focusing on career. And for a lot of you, this has to do with a new career shift. So you're either getting a new job promotion. For others of you, there's a different way that this is coming about. It's like ultimately, this is your justice. You're about to have some sort of financial gain or blessing after walking away from either a very abusive, toxic relationship or someone that was just taking from you. With the Devil here, Ace of Cups and Two of Cups in reverse, that is not someone who loves you back. That is all I will say for that. That is ultimately someone who takes from another and really drains their emotions. So because this is moving forward, this is you leaving this energy behind. And for a lot of you, what's coming up is, if you resonate with this pile, you're someone who's overcoming and healing these past toxic hurts. So it doesn't seem like you're currently focused on love. It looks like more so you're going to be focused on your career. And this is where you're headed in the next few months. If this is resonating, go ahead and hit that like button. Feel free to drop a comment. Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what else we have coming up for you. Where are you headed? Any new friendships coming in? I'm surprised I don't see any of that. It seems like you're so focused on you and where you're supposed to be in your life. If you resonate with this pile, you went through a long time of feeling like you put your happiness into a love connection, and ultimately this person like destroyed your happiness. So you've really been spending a lot of time overcoming that, healing that. Okay, there you go. That explains it. For a lot of you, you were with someone who was a disloyal partner in the past. Now it's time for you to be released of this energy. With this discovery that is either being made coming up or has currently been made, it's allowing you to release and truly focus on yourself moving forward. Like what's important to you and where you're headed. So this is really important to see. 7 of Cups, no longer feeling betrayed, backstabbed, left out in the cold, feeling like no matter what, you're able to overcome it. Really interesting energy. Wow. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuning in. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. So they're both kind of sideways here. So that really signifies that this was a mental entrapment. Whatever you previously went through, this person in particular wanted you to be stuck, and Spirit is releasing you of this. So ultimately moving forward, the path you're headed down is freedom. Is freedom from any mental anxiety that another, particularly in love, has tried to place you in. And say, for example, this isn't to do with love, but this really is. You could also have had other people, but for a lot of you, this is particularly a love interest, and even could have been their friends and family that tried to give you a hard time, cause you some sort of heartache and loss, ultimately just for walking away from someone who is betraying you. So notice that too, feeling so confused as you walk away and heal and move forward in your life, and still knowing that there's others in the back that had held you back. This new path is all about mental freedom, being freed of those who tried to place some sort of anxiety on your life. 4 of Cups. Tried to make you feel less than, tried to make you feel left out in the cold, like you didn't know what you were talking about, especially if it had to do with family or love. Absolutely. Absolutely insane to see too, because things are about to be balanced out. If it was an Aries in particular that was doing this to you, or a Sagittarius, they're about to receive karma, and ultimately moving forward, you're going to be freed. Wow. So we got a little bit of goodness coming in. What path you're headed down next. If you resonate with this, new love coming in for some of you. At some point, you're actually going to have a new lover, someone who really is on your side. So that's really beautiful energy to be in. Get a few more messages here. Eight of Cups. This is what I'm talking about. So if you resonate with this pile, if not, maybe check out for the next reading. But very specific message. You're overcoming past heartaches, past beliefs that you couldn't achieve something due to others trying to restrain you. And in particular, it's like if you dealt with a love interest who was disloyal, this person tried to make you feel like it was your fault. So going forward, Spirit has shown you the path. They've given you the ability to heal, and to really let go of anyone or anything who thought otherwise. So really beautiful. This is all you need to know. If you still are feeling that confusion, it's like as the seasons change, so do your emotions. You're about to go into one of the most prosperous, abundant times of your life, and it all has to do with career and moving forward in your own life cycle. Detaching from toxic people and definitely a toxic relationship. Could have been dealing with a water sign. We've got the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Someone who pretended to be emotionally balanced on your level, and if not, then you've got this energy coming in. A water sign energy. Could be male or female since we have both signs there, but could be someone that really is on your level. Doesn't want to play games. Doesn't want to leave you out in the cold. And most certainly won't waste your time. Because you deserve that. That's your karma. If you chose this pile, look at all that heartbreak and loss. Like this person literally from your past could have been a Capricorn, could have been a water sign. Pretended to be a soulmate. Made you believe that real love wasn't real. You could have been someone who was a hopeless romantic, and then whatever relationship you were in totally changed your views on love. But all it did was bring you to this healing. So your focus now, if you resonate with this pile, I don't see love for much of you. For a lot of you, I see healing and focus on career. Big time. So we're going to keep going. I'm going to clear some of these up. Too many cards for me to look at once, personally. But just know this change is all about you leaving. Walking away from people, places, and things that try to hold you back. Super toxic behaviors. Because you deserve to be this passionate person. And for a lot of you, you deserve this passionate new start. I just saw the Ace of Pentacles there when shuffling. So really just a giveaway in the fact that Pentacles is about to be your blessing for overcoming heartache and loss. So boom, if you resonate with this, like I said, specific message. Career. Walking away from past toxic behaviors, peoples, places, things. Page of Swords, you're going to be learning about something new for some of you. Possibly upgrading in your career, going back to school. For others of you, you're going to be offered a promotion. And in order to receive the promotion, you're going to have to either upgrade your knowledge on it, or say like it's a job, you're going to have to go back to school, something. You're going to have to do something, take a course. If it's a course, I get the vibe that would be paid for by your company. But you're going to be learning a lot of new things coming up in the next couple weeks, next couple months. Passionate new starts after a long time of suffering from some sort of anxiety or heartbreak. All you need to know is it's time to let go. Spirit's advising some of you as well with the Eight of Swords there to do the necessary changes in order to heal. So some of you may need to do things outside of your comfort zone, like go to counseling or speak to someone, make changes in where you live, different things in order for you to feel successful. With the Eight of Cups there, ultimately just know this journey that you're headed on alone is going to be for the better. We do have this Queen of Cups again, so for some of you, you could be meeting a Queen of Cups. Someone who's going to be very nurturing and emotionally balanced towards you. Look at that. Ace of Cups again. And look at the last two cards. This is your justice. This Wheel of Fortune, this good karma owed, is your justice. Rose quartz pile, it's crazy because rose quartz represents the energy of love. And ultimately, the biggest thing for you in this, if you resonate, is the fact is you overcame the hardest heartbreak or a big loss when it comes to a relationship But by becoming balanced on your own 2 feet and moving forward, having the strength when you didn't think you could, for some of you, you still don't feel like you have the strength to overcome these situations. The Ace of Cups in reverse just signifies it's time to walk away from love. And if you haven't already, for a lot of you, it was ripped away from you. It was literally ripped away from you, causing you heartache, loss. Well, now look at that. What's your good karma? The Wheel of Fortune. So from going from being at the bottom, feeling heartbroken, taken from, betrayed, defeated. For some of you, feeling like you could have had days where you were so heartbroken it was hard to get out of bed with the 9 of Swords in reverse. Hard to communicate to others how you were feeling. It's like if you had a job you went to, you were always there, you always worked hard, you could kind of forget about stuff. But then as soon as you left, that's back to what it was. I feel like this past person really betrayed you. They either cheated on you with a third party or just totally left. Some of you, it was an abusive relationship. Now with the wheel there, if you were in an abusive relationship and this person just totally left, ghosted you, this is your good karma. By choosing to love yourself and walking away. This is where you're headed down next. Self-love. Wow. So Spirit said for some of you, you're either going to be able to educate others on this situation, motivate others. And for others of you, you're going to have a career in it, or specifically, you're going to just change your whole life. You could change where you live. You could get away from this person. For others of you, it's going to almost spark some sort of glow up too. This is where you're headed down to. Healing from this heartbreak. For some of you, this person left you because they didn't find you to be attractive enough. They ran towards, and hey, on this channel, everyone is absolutely beautiful in their own individual way. I'm just saying how this past person could have hurt you. Knight of Swords, they left for what they thought was the next best thing. But boom, that's your karma. Moving forward, glow up. You were the next best thing, and this person left and broke your heart before that happened. But see, it's like that quote. You know, God doesn't reveal who you truly are, what you have to offer in the world. So for some of you, you could have had unstable finances and your person could have left for that as well. If that's the case, karma is coming in. That's what's headed your way. You're headed towards some major financial blessings with the 10 of Pentacles. Big spender. You can save. For some of you, you'll be able to buy a house. Maybe you lived with this person and they left you feeling stuck. Now you'll be able to get away from these energies. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, for a lot of you, this was a family situation too. I feel like what happened here is when you went through this whole situation, none of your family supported you. Your family could have even supported the person that broke your heart, the person that was abusive towards you, or the person that literally tried to destroy you. And so the thing is, when you healed and regenerated on this on your own, you're moving forward. Look at that. 2 of Cups still in reverse, the Devil again, and the Hangman. So that past person you walked away from, they will never change. This is what Spirit's saying moving forward. What you're headed into is clarity. Mental clarity, and for a lot of you, a glow up financially and physically. Because when this person broke your heart, for some of you, you could have really lost touch with who you were. And if that was the case, it was like caused intentionally by this person. For some of you, you were straight up dealing with a cultist. Someone who was not of the light. Let's just say that. And it could have been a Pisces or a Capricorn. King of Cups energy, though, could have been a water sign, but ultimately this person is so toxic. And if you didn't get away from them, they were going to continue to suck the life out of you. I feel like for some of you, this person had multiple people they did this to. So for you, what path are you headed down? You are escaping someone who is literally taking your life essence. You are becoming reborn. I'm surprised that the rebirth card didn't come out. So for a lot of you, with the Chariot, you're moving. You're moving far away. You're making big changes. You're forgetting about what you went through and moving past it. So this is a big message here. Didn't expect this for where you currently headed down, but this is the current first section here. Now let's see if you're going to have some support, because so far the most difficult part about this reading is it seems like if you resonate with this, and especially if you know in the past you felt like you endured this situation alone, it doesn't look like much emotional support's coming in, because the family card's in reverse. It looks like whoever should be emotionally supporting you isn't. They're attached to this other party. So for some of you, if you were dealing with a very manipulative person that tried to leave you and somehow tried to either gain the attention of your family or turn the story on you, and you remain silent, the Wheel of Fortune is your blessing. Now, with this, where are you headed down? 8 of Wands. So for some of you, you're going to be moving to an 8-something area code. For others of you, you are going to be moving to a huge building. And that's a really random message from Spirit. 8-something area code. Thank you so much, Spirit. What else we got? Okay, so with the Page of Swords here, definitely going to be somewhere where you are around nature a lot. So it could be somewhere nicer when it comes to weather. It's going to be somewhere where you're learning, though. I feel like you're going to be either offered a internship or a new promotion at your company, and it's going to require you to move, to relocate. But wherever you're being guided at this time, this new path you're headed down, even though it's been extremely difficult, or it seems like it's going to be extremely difficult, know that ultimately it is for the best. This path, it's like Spirit's guiding you directly. This is the best card you could get for this pile, because look at all the spiritual messengers all around you at this time. Now, ultimately, why we don't see much love in this pile is because this person from the past may be trying to come back. So what path are you headed down? Remembering where you've been and moving forward. I feel like for a lot of you, though, you're either leaving behind family or friends. You could have lived in a house with different friends and now you're getting your own place. For others of you, you could be moving out of a specific family member's house. Something where you're going it alone. You're choosing to go it alone. You could have been saving for this. And for others of you, if you've been stuck in a situation where you've been living with other family members or friends and you've been wanting that change, that's coming in. You'll be able to save in order to be on your own 2 feet. But Spirit's saying to trust it's all about divine timing, not to rush it as well. There's no way you can let yourself rush it. Queen of Wands, though, wow. So for some of you, this is going to be somewhere hot. Not sure where in the world, but somewhere very warm. And for others of you, what new changes are coming in? You might be getting a new pet. Could be a new cat. Could be another animal, a dog, a bunny. To each their own. Could be a lizard. Could be a fish. To each their own. So let's see what else is coming up for you. We're going to do an angel message next as well and see. Very distinctive message for someone here. You're walking away from heartbreak or people who cause you heartache and really just moving forward in your life. So really beautiful energy to be in. Wow, the world. Definitely you're moving towards somewhere else in the world. Could be a total relocation. World travel. Six of Pentacles in reverse. So wherever you were previously is not growing, and this is why you are being required moving forward to move somewhere more abundant for you and your future, for possibly you and your family's future. Just really trust. Ultimately, that's all you can do. Now with the Queen of Cups, just know that any emotional imbalance that you previously felt is actually being fully restored. That's what's coming up. Really healing past whoever was giving you these heartbreaks and loss. And Two of Swords too. any karmic energies that are around you trying to cause distractions or delays, ultimately, they're just going to receive this energy tenfold back to themselves. So you needn't worry. You are highly protected by your spirit team and by your spirit guides. And anyone watching this message, I am also sending out light and blessings and protection your way towards anyone trying to cause you blocks, delays, and bad karma. King of Swords. Wow. So see, this is you coming up. You're going to be a little bit cold and detached, feeling like you need to really trust who you can rely on and kind of let go of the rest. So literally there's a couple flipped over. Okay. I'm not sure what it is. Four of Wands. The Hierophant. Wow. Okay, so what path are you headed down next? After this ginormous heartbreak, you are headed down a path towards marriage. That's really beautiful. Thanks so much, everyone, tuning in. This is a live reading, so feel free to leave a comment if it resonates. What's coming up next? Anyone who takes from you, whether they're idea stealers, they're passion stealers, they are straight up stealing from you. You're walking away from those people, and ultimately karmic justice is going to be served. So that's good, beautiful energy to be in. There you go. Wow. A lot of you are going to be moving. If you've been feeling an imbalance in your life at home, it looks like it's not really balancing out until you make changes. So just trust wherever Spirit wants to guide you, because for some of you, it's going to be a big move or a whole new location. And for some of you, it's just dislocating from where you were living with family and friends, really just going on your own solo journey. It's like, okay, maybe for a while you've been saving in order to be able to afford your own place or to afford... Yeah, I really feel like this reading, if you resonate, you've been living with family members or friends and you're going to be able to get your own place. So moving forward, you may have a little bit of stress and anxiety about everything, but just trust the process, trust where you're headed. It's a beautiful destination. Get a few messages and see what comes out. Wow. So we got 2 angel messages. First one says, new love is about to enter your life. Rose quartz, there you go. If you will find qualities in this new person you've been looking for in others. Expect this new match is made from heaven. And now we've got one more. It says, you are not the same person anymore. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back and bring you back into negative cycles. Exactly. It's like, it's time to be the person you want to be. Moving forward, they want you to be emotionally free. And for a lot of you, you're experiencing some sort of anxiety and stress because of what you went through in the past. So what path are you currently headed down is a path of self-love and healing and overcoming. And for a lot of you, this is going to involve moving, changing locations, jobs, different things that were attached to this old relationship or this old way of being in order for you to really do well moving forward in these new cycles. So the biggest message from Spirit is just to trust, because you're headed to a much better destination than where you previously were at. So we're going to get a few oracle messages to add. Called. Literally, look at that. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So right now you are being asked to truly step up. What is it about you and your life that needs to change? And that career in specific, you want to be that King of Pentacles. You want that 10 of Pentacles. Spirit is saying you're being called now to really step up into your full ability and to claim it. One more fell here. We've got the blue flame. Spontaneous awakening. integration time. So you're experiencing another spiritual awakening. Yes, we have more than one. There are many times in your life that you will experience this and ultimately move into a newer cycle of your spiritual awakening, which triggers a spontaneous awakening. So right now, this is really what they're saying for some of you. Maybe when you met this relationship, this originally started your trigger of awakening spiritually. And now that the relationship is finished, boom, another transformation is coming in. So these are the changes coming in for you. We're going to get a few archetypes to close out this first section here. But this has been really beautiful. And if it didn't resonate, stick around for the next. Okay, so look at this. We got quite a few popped out. Letting go of people, places, and things that take your energy. This is where you're headed next. And for a lot of you, it was this past connection or old job. Makes you aware someone or something is draining your life force. Absolutely. And this is what Spirit's trying to show you moving forward. Once you walk away from this particular relationship or person, you're going to feel like you're in a whole new world. Q in Ariel, a whole new world. Like literally, that's how you're going to feel. Child eternal. The light attribute is determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, and ability to remain to see things in with fresh eyes. So they're telling you to really be able to look at things from a lighter perspective, no matter what heartbreaks you've currently overcame, and no matter what toxic people, places, or things you have to walk away from. Gambler and child magical. So right now it's all about believing in yourself, being able to take a chance and to follow your intuition, even if it seems a little far-fetched. They also want you to remain in a really light-hearted energy, to realize that the more you're connected with who you are, and for some of you it's remaining like young at heart, not being stern, and some of you can be a little more, more yes and no with your decisions versus looking at it from other people's perspectives. So they're saying at this moment in time, in order to really make the most of your life and your options moving forward, you need to really just trust in that, but have a lighthearted energy, because this is helping you heal the depression, the pessimism, and the disbelief in miracles as well. Believing that energy and action are not required for growth is something that would only hold you back. So instead, they want you to see the potential for beauty in all things. And just remember that anything is truly possible, especially like I said, for a lot of you, if you resonate with this pile, you've overcame some difficult heartbreak. And you could have a disbelief in love now, or maybe you had a difficult job loss that maybe you had a disbelief in yourself. All of this is being restored. It's really being shown to you that you're able to chase after your dreams and have exactly whatever it is you want. But as long as you're able to take the risk on yourself and take the chances. And so this is the path you're headed down next, taking the risks and taking the chances to truly believe in yourself. For some of you, you're going to be in a long-term relationship or marriage throughout this. This could be someone you're meeting during your career. Big vibes though, if you're still attached in any way to this past relationship, either you still live together or you live in the same place that you lived in when you were together, I definitely see you moving from that place. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Leaving that part of your life behind and moving forward. 7 of Swords too. It's the end of people taking from you. That's the path you're headed on. Any sneaky, deceptive behaviors, any people who thought they were getting away with doing you dirty, they're going to be revealed for who they are, which is literally just snakes. And a lot of you too, if you're thriving in your career, this is coming up. Spirit needs you to keep your ideas protected to yourself, because there's a lot of people, lower vibrational energies. Specifically, we've got air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that are ultimately just looking to copy you or take your ideas. So be aware of that energy. Moving forward, you've got new love coming in, and this is the main message of the hour, isn't it? You're not the same person anymore, and you're healing and overcoming anyone who literally tried to hold you back. So really beautiful energy to be in. Had a few more messages just flip out here. First one is goddess, the feminine energy expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So if you are a feminine, you are going to be more in touch with your femininity, and possibly even if you're a masculine. Your spiritual connection is going to be increasing over the next few weeks or months, particularly to do with your spirit team. And if you are connected and have a close connection with divine, that's going to increase as well. So really beautiful energy to be in. Priest facilitates spiritual commitments. So some of you are going to be increasing your spiritual practice in some sort of way, possibly by going to church. And if that's not your thing, then you could be a type that meditates at home. To each their own, right? But there's some sort of way that you're going to increase your energy when it comes to a spiritual commitment. Now, scribe, it says preserving knowledge and information. So this is it. What new path are you headed down? Learning a lot more about where you're headed and keeping it to yourself. And for some of you, you're specifically going to be learning this new career, this new passion. You could be receiving a promotion at a company, and maybe your manager or your boss is going to be working with you one-on-one to really give you more information, and it's going to be something you have to keep to yourself as well. You know your story. But this is what's coming up. Definitely feel like everything you do is going to be kept to yourself, even if you have a new relationship. Path moving forward, keeping it to yourself. And biggest message here, if you're leaving a past marriage that was toxic and moving, keeping it to yourself. And I feel like Spirit's advising you to do that as well. Because especially, wow, if you're a healer, someone wants to take from you. Taking advantage of those who are trying to help others. Passion to serve others by repairing body, mind, and spirit. So this is you trying to help others, and someone specifically has been trying to stop you or take from you, and ultimately they will have no ability to, and this is where Spirit is taking you. Wow, so this message really makes sense now, all said and done, if you've tuned in since the beginning. At the beginning, it just really signified someone going through heartbreak and change. Career focused. You're focused on detaching and regaining a sense of emotional independence. Now, moving forward, if you move or any changes that you come into, specifically if you're a healer, Spirit's got you highly protected, especially if you come into a new marriage. This person from your past is not going to be able to mess with your marriage. There's going to be, so say for example, in between, while you've been trying to heal, this person from the past could have spoken to family member, friends, and really messed with your life then. They don't have the ability to. Like Spirit saying, time's up, moving forward. This marriage you're going to go into is highly protected. Highly protected spiritually, especially if you're a healer. If you're a healer and your person from the past knows you're a healer, this person has constantly been trying to create blocks in your life. And so this is why your path moving forward is either relocating, a new job, something to get away from this toxic past energy. The Chariot, literally to get far away from them. And you could be a Cancer as well. But Spirit's relocating you in order to keep you protected and safe. And for others of you, you're about to experience this financial blessing, independence, level up when you do. Because you were also, it's like funny. It's like this person from the past pushed you to the point of feeling uncomfortable, like you have to move or get away. But ultimately, it was always part of your divine plan. Because Spirit knew that whatever new project or career you're starting, it's going to thrive and succeed much better where they're trying to take you. So by you feeling stuck and leaving a possibly uncomfortable position to move forward, they want you to trust these changes and trust the path, because you're not the same person. As your life changes, things are going to get better. There's going to be no more mental anxiety and anguish, and you'll start to see that clear up yourself, but it's only when you get away from these past situations. Visionary. So they want you to be able to have the ability to capacity to envision whatever is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So there you go. They want you to be okay with the fact that no matter where you're headed next on this path, you might not know how it's going to turn out or the full results. I feel like I get the vibe collective. You're someone that usually had your life planned out. And especially when it came to this relationship or your life prior to this. But now moving forward, Spirit just wants you to trust and see that sometimes what is not yet seen ends up being the most beautiful part of life. So that's really beautiful. And honestly, for some of you, if this past person, this is a really intense message. Okay. So if the past person you were dealing with was like very toxic, you need to move. They need you to move to get away from this person, because this person will try to somehow interfere with the marriage, or they'll be the type, if you already know, they like keep an eye on you now or have the whole time. They will definitely be the type to be outside of you in your new person's house, or say you have a family. Like, this is why you're being highly protected, and especially if you're a Taurus. Hierophant there. Someone who would try and take from you. You could have even had an old friend. Always thought they were going to take your family or something. I'm not sure, but this is what's coming forward, is you're being protected from anyone who tried to take from you. Split the deck. We got Student in the reverse. So whoever thinks they're done learning about their new career, literally confirmation there from Spirit. How I was saying earlier, you're probably going to meet someone to help you. That's it. You're not done learning yet. You've got something else you're learning in your career. Could be that they want to give you a promotion but need you to upgrade in a course or take some sort of certificate. For others of you, it's some sort of knowledge. Queen. So you could be a king watching too, but hey, it's just the energy embodied. Radiates the regal feminine, though, specifically. Uses her benevolent authority to help protect others. This is what you can expect. Spirit sees that you've always been this person, and moving forward, you're actually going to have more of an ability to protect yourself and your loved ones. So this is possibly why the relocation, the new job, things like that, to get away from this past life that you were living. For some of you, if this person is highly toxic, maybe you will be placed in some sort of protection program. I'm not sure, but definitely the vibes I get with whoever was trying to steal from you, take from you. You're highly protected, though. Just know that if you had to leave any unfortunate situations, or you're about to, say for example, like you need to make a big move and you're stressed about all the details or little stuff like that, like somehow, some way, divine is going to make everything on your path align perfectly. And it's going to be how it's meant to be for you. So you just have to trust it. Wow. I can't even. I just split the deck. God. So look at divine directly. And if you don't believe necessarily you have a different God that you pray to each their own, right? Could be a different one for you. But yeah, ultimately, there is major spiritual protection behind this. And destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. So what path are you headed down? Man, you're about to have a whole new life. And it all starts with you. You walked away from, I just saw trickster at the bottom there. So you walked away from this really past toxic life that you could have lived. People, places, or things. And so moving forward for you, looks like a lot of beautiful changes. We're going to get 2 random messages here. See if there's anything else that wants to come out. And then we're going to move to the second pile there and see what comes out. Okay, so quite a few just popped out. First one I see out is Capricorn. So you could either be a Capricorn or this is the person you were trying to get away from. And for a select few of you, could be your new person. Next one, wow, literally, thank you, Spirit. I just love when Spirit does that. New job coming in for you. So this is what I mean. This path specifically, wow, thank you. Literally loves. And this is live too, so like it's even better when this happens. Does anyone see this? Trust Divine's plan, and we got God. That is so freaking beautiful. Get a like in the chat if you're ready for your new life, because this is it. Whoever tried to like break your heart, ruin your life, it looks like, it really just made you transform. Grow a close connection with Divine and your spirituality, your spirit team, and ultimately new job. You could be a Capricorn, or you're about to meet one. Have a spa day. Someone needs to relax, enjoy themselves. Soulmate. So wow, that's that marriage coming in. You deserve this love. This is so beautiful. Let's see what other message. This is the final one that flipped over here. Scorpio. So there you go. You could be a Scorpio, or you could be dealing with one as well. Really beautiful energy to be in. Wow, love it. So really just trust wherever you're headed next, because ultimately it's like you may not know where you're going, but it's going to be better than you had planned it to ever be. And whoever previously tried to hold you back could have been a Capricorn, could have been a Scorpio, could have been any sign. Regardless of the sign, they are about to watch you have a miracle in your life. One that you would have never expected. And to be honest, part of that spiritual awakening, this new life, was to do with that heartbreak. Choosing yourself after someone tried to take from you or steal your happiness away from you. So this is why, if it's your first time tuning in, I'm a huge advocate about, you know, love and forgiveness are everything, but self-love is key. Because if you can't love yourself the most first, you can't give this love out. And someone kept just trying to break your heart. And once you finally chose to see that maybe for some of you, you were giving out too much love to others, not keeping enough for yourself, boom. Spirit's like, new love, new job, new life. Line it up. And this is where you're headed. This is the path that you are headed down. So this one actually went a little bit longer than I expected it to, but I love it. I think this was a really beautiful message. So I will go ahead and leave this time stamped, and we're going to clear this up and jump into the second part if you chose the clear quartz and see where you're headed. Wow. Trust Divine's plan, though. Can you believe that? And you saw those. I literally shook them up and it came out. And it's like this big. So it's like hard to even get them out. I just can't even believe that. Probably one of the most beautiful messages I could ever deliver for y'all. And if you're a healer, wow. Okay, thank you, Spirit. If you're a healer, a light worker in any way, Spirit is saying trust your plan, trust what you were shown by Divine, your life path, your purpose, possibly new job, because you are a goddess and you are a queen, and you are helping others see what goddesses and queens they are as well. How much, as a collective, it's about lifting each other up and getting through those difficult times and knowing you can overcome it. So that's really beautiful. And your justice, if you had your heart broken like beyond belief, you're going to have a long-term stable marriage. So really beautiful to see. So we're going to hop into the second pile. There was a lot of messages going on there. They just want you to trust and know that, yeah, some of you are being relocated, others of you, new jobs, and some of you, new marriage. But for a lot of you, it's literally all three of those at once. No particular order because this is collective. But it definitely seems like you're going to... Wow. You're going to have an amazing time in life. And remember, you're being called. So if you are a healer, a light worker, or resonate with that term, you're actually being called right now. For some of you, you'll know if that resonates for you. Step into your purpose. Beautiful. Just wish we could leave the world card out there, because truly, regardless if you are feminine or masculine, this is how spirit wants you to feel moving into the new cycles. Open arms, willing and ready to accept any changes that spirit has headed your way. So we're going to leave that message there. So let's hop into the second pile and see what comes out. Thank you so much to everyone that's been tuning in. Okay. Next pile, next pile. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Okay, let's go. So we got the clear quartz next. Clear quartz, calming, aiding, soothing, and most importantly represents that new. So for some of you, it's going to be big changes in your life. Let's see what's coming up. If you didn't resonate with this first bit, stick around for this message and see if there's anything that stands out for you. We're going to be using a whole different deck as well. If you're just tuning into this video now, welcome. Thank you so much for the support, and hopefully you're able to take a reading. All right. Wow. You're going to have love offers lined up. I'm sorry. Do we see this energy? And for some of you, it's going to be from both. I'm not sure if you're into masculines, feminines, but looks like you're going to have the creme de the crop. Like you're going to have a pick of what you want, a masculine or two, and even a feminine energy. So you could be on either side of that, but it looks like a lot of people are interested in you. This is what path you're headed down is getting to pick who you want to be with. Maybe you're on a glow up. Let's see what comes out. Wow, the Fool, new start coming in for you. So this is nice to see, because already just a couple cards as we shuffled. Definitely love how Spirit does that. Opposite as to this first pile, you got some love coming in. New start in love, and it looks like you're going to be able to date around for a bit, not have to settle down, be able to choose who you want to be with. Wow. So if you resonate with this pile, big financial blessings is on the way for you. Talking big money. You got that 10 of Pentacles, that Ace of Pentacles. That's like retirement funds there. That's all we're going to leave that at. I'm not even sure how else to put that. I was like, Spirit, what do you want me to say? They're like retirement funds. Woo! So that won't resonate for everyone, but for some of you, big bank, take little bank type of energy. Yeah, and this is where you're headed after a long time of struggling. Some of you could have always worked like low-end jobs, or always worked and found that you always just got by. What new path you're headed down is like literally polar opposite. You're going to be able to have savings for days. You could be a Libra, you could be an earth sign, you could be a Pisces. Major signs that resonate so far in this reading. And also, I got to say, you could be a water sign, because we do have 3 cards for cups. But ultimately, this is probably why people are lined up. Makes sense. So be aware. New path you're headed down. Money. And for some of you, if you've never experienced this is going to be your wish fulfillment. Whatever it is you're doing, it could be career too. And it's going to bring in some sort of freedom, stability for you. Now, ultimately, what Spirit wants you to be aware of off the hop, all these suitors are going to be lined up. It's going to be like which cup is real and which one's just there for the money. So if you catch my drift, just really like be aware of this energy is what Spirit's saying, because you're going to be kind of shocked maybe how many people are interested in you all of a sudden. But it's because if they all know that you've been doing really well financially, some of those options are strictly there for that. But of course, they're not going to come out and say that. So this is just like the first message I'm getting from Spirit, just to be aware of. Especially with the 3 of coins there too. I get this energy like someone being like wanting handouts, wanting gifts. But with this 3 of coins, this is going to be you as well, wanting to give gifts because you're going to be doing so well. So possibly too, maybe you've had family member or friends that helped you when you were experiencing hard times. You could be doing better now, or when you get this, you're going to feel like you want to give back to everyone. Wow. So Spirit's saying this is a huge message. I love how these came out so opposite, like just with these couple cards. That's crazy. So Spirit is saying when you come into this money, this is a path you're headed down. You have a whole set of new life lessons, learning how to not overgive, how to budget, how to save your money, and for some of you, how to invest in order to keep it growing. Because it's like for some of you, you're going to meet either a water sign or an earth sign. This person's going to want a new start, but they're also going to see that you're about your coins, and this could cause a tower moment. So for someone, they're going to be coming into a huge financial abundance or blessing, and this is like a forewarning, I guess, just to make sure that you know what you're going to spend it on, or invest it, save it, put it away, in order to not experience this tower moment. Because for some of you, you might spend it as quick as it came, sort of thing is what they're saying. You could be a Scorpio as well. Now with this though, know that it's a new start. With the Fool energy, this is going to change your life. So for some of you, you could be able to possibly buy a house. For others of you, you're going to be able to move. Could be that you overspend and like purchase on a huge house, and then you find you're not able to keep up with the mortgage, something like this. So Spirit's just saying to be aware that you're spending within your means when you receive this blessing. There we go. That's a clear-cut message. Thank you, Spirit. Rebirth. Okay, so for some of you, this could also be an inheritance. And for others of you, this just means you're going to go through a transformation in life from living one type of way to a total other. So either from going from experiencing definitely like a lack of to feeling like financially free or independent. Could be a Libra. We've got the Empress there. You could also be a Taurus. The sun's coming though. Happier days for you. You could be a Leo as well. But get ready for this. Beautiful new times. And ultimately, just be aware of all the new potentials. Big vibes I get. You're going to have so much potentials in love. But it's like, are all of them there for the right reason? 6 of Cups? Absolutely. None of them. Or not none of them, but not all of them are there for the right reasons. You're going to feel on top of your game, though. For some of you, what you can expect coming up, new path you're headed down, is a family. If you're looking to have kids with your significant other, this is definitely a main message here with this Empress. Whoa, thank you, Spirit. For some of you with the Tower in reverse, it's going to be a sudden shock or surprise. Maybe a surprise pregnancy for some of you as well. And this is the path you're headed down. So just to be aware, you could be a Leo, definitely. We've got the Sun and the Strength card. So Leos, be aware you are definitely someone who could be having a surprise pregnancy, or Libra or Taurus. And I also feel like I have to say Scorpio because we got the Tower there. Okay, so I like this message. You're coming into a financial independence, and ultimately you're going to have so many people interested in you. You just got to be aware of who's real and who's not. It's like, too, maybe you're the type of person that loves to plan the weekend getaways, or you could do big outings with you and your friends and stuff. Like maybe you plan the dinners out or like the weekends away. They're just saying be aware, like especially it's like you might have so much to spend. You're like, hey, let's go to Vegas and take your friends. But then it's just going to get to the point where you're noticing they're just taking from you. Or this is a specific partner, love interest, love relationship. So they're saying to be aware that you could lose this blessing as quick as it came due to people around you wanting to take your cups, wanting to take your finances. So, wow, 7 of Cups in reverse, literally. So not all those cups are real. Some of those cups are just there for the money, is what they're saying. So this is a clear message, though. This is like, It's like this in life, you know, when they say you go through different things in life, different lessons. So for some people that have never experienced some sort of financial blessing like this, that's going to be their lesson. You're going to feel like you want to have to give to everyone, but beware, because some of those people you're going to give, and then as soon as you're dry, they're going to be gone. They're going to be on to their next options. So just be aware of that. So we're going to shuffle a few of these up and get a few more messages from this first pile. And also, like I said, pregnancy for this pile, for some of you, definitely could be either a fire sign, an earth sign, or a water sign expecting a new one. Welcome everyone just joining in. If this is resonating, go ahead and hit that like button, and I do appreciate you stopping by to check out the video. Thought we'd do something a little different today. I'm all about thinking about different ideas, so when I meditate before I do my readings, I always sit and just complete silence, and I'm like, okay, what are we going to deliver today? And so hopefully y'all are down with this message. Very interesting to see, though, if you didn't resonate with this pile and you've just tuned in now, the first part of the reading was more so about someone experiencing an ending or a heartbreak and moving towards a new cycle in their life. So I will leave the video timestamped if you wanted to check out that section once this is finished. Okay. 6 of coins. Look at that. That's 6 of cups again. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Clear as day message. So whoever I'm talking to, you have this ability. It's like the Midas miser touch. You have an ability to take nothing and turn it into something when it comes to a business. You could definitely be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You're a very hardworking person. But what Spirit's saying is whatever blessing you're about to receive, you've done the hard work for. But if you don't be aware, someone of these new potential people, and it could most likely be the person you're picking with the way the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse, ultimately just wants to block your blessings or to materially take your finances. So just to be aware. Use your discernment when it comes to any new love offers. Anyone who would try and block you, that was specifically the rebirth card, so you could have been dealing, or it could be a Scorpio. We've got Pisces and Cancer as well. Wow. Okay, so what other changes are coming up for you? I feel like a lot of you are going to be taking up a new sport or hobby for the summer. Notice with the Fool there, he's got the piece of wood. Almost reminds me of a bat. So for some of you, you may be interested in doing baseball for the summer. And for others of you, you're going to be attending a lot of baseball games or sporting events. That's definitely going to be something you're doing. Now, whoa, Spirit just said for some of you, it could be at a baseball game that you're going to be meeting one of these possible people that wants to take from you. So to be aware, that's a very specific message. Now, for others of you, I see you spending a lot of time like at a cottage, going away, being away from people that previously tried to hold you back. So really beautiful energy to be in. Possibly could be too that you have this blessing that comes in, or you've been working towards this blessing. So when it does, it's going to allow you to actually spend some time doing the things you love again, which for a lot of you, you've been working really hard and you haven't been able to do so. So it really seems like whoever this is for, it seems like coming up where you're headed is when you receive this little bit of a blessing. Well, it seems like a big blessing. I gotta be honest. We had the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles before. So this big blessing, you could probably take a couple months off sort of thing, or a couple weeks off, go on vacation, go travel, get out the house. Someone needs to get out the house. We've got the Hermit in reverse. Spirit saying it's time for you to come out of any sort of seclusion or like being just indoors a lot more than you are outdoors. Could be to do with, depending where you live in the world, weather changes, stuff like that as well. Wow. Yeah, so you're no longer stuck. And if you've been feeling stuck or like stuck indoors, just know that's all about to change. Biggest thing too, I feel like what's coming up for you, you're going to be getting a haircut. Very, very specific message. I feel like some of you are going to be going blonde from like a very drastic different color. And for others of you, you're going to be cutting your hair very short from a very long length. And it's going to look really good, just be very drastically different. But of course, follow your own judgments and discernments. That's a specific message. But I feel like someone's going to be doing a lot of blonde highlights, or say you have dark hair and you just want to lighten it up for the summer. You could be doing a cool color. You could be doing a light color possibly, or a lot of highlights, blonde. I keep hearing blonde. And even if you had dark hair, some nice blonde highlights might look pretty in it. It's what they're saying. I feel like whoever this resonates with, your focus is going to be, when you receive this blessing, this plan to move forward is going to be fun in the sun, relaxing, taking some time to really get to know what you love about life again and refinding passion in it. And when you do this, this is where these suitors are going to line up. So wow, for some of you, you may be on vacation when you meet these new love interests. That would make sense. You being on vacation and meeting a group of, say, possibly 2 or 3 masculine or feminine energies, and then kind of just like being interested, or them being interested in you, and figuring out that maybe one of them was real and a couple of them were fake, or who knows, maybe you're gonna have fun. So let's keep seeing what comes out. Maybe they'll just be people you get to know, but you notice like they want to take from you, right? Like maybe they're just friends. Definitely. If it isn't love interest, I feel like for a lot of you, though, this is it. You're going to have so many different love interests interested in you. But if it isn't, it's 3 friends that you know of that are trying to take from you. So let's go angel message. This pile is certainly a lot different than the first one. Gotta love spirit for that. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is resonating, go ahead and hit that like button. Okay, so we have 2 messages. Your angels are guiding this union. Nice. So for some of you, new love coming in, and it could be one of these 3 potentials here. This love is being protected and guided by divine. Focus on the connection and trust now that it is true love. Beautiful. So maybe that's what it is. You've got 3 new love interests on their way in, but Spirit's saying be aware, because 1 or 2 of them might not be exactly the person you're looking for, but this other one really is. It's time now for new cycles to enter your life, as if. Perfect message. Sudden shifts for the better are about to occur. Welcome in these new cycles. Literally, welcome in, going from struggling for some of you to feeling like you can take some time off. I feel like for some of you, you've worked 2 jobs for as long as you can remember, and now you're going to have a shift in your life or in your perspective that really allows you to live your life again. And this is going to be life-changing. For some of you too, it's like you've never really had time to focus on relationships because you're always more focused on your career. And now, whatever blessings coming in, it's because Spirit's saying, okay, now time for you to live a part of your life being in love, experiencing real love, and spending time with a person and not feeling like you had to spend more time with work. Maybe too, in the past, that was something that actually was why others took from you. They knew that you were so hardworking when it came to relationships. Wow, you could be a divine feminine. Look what's below that, karmic masculine. So you could have been dating a karmic masculine in the past. But trickster energy just represents those people that may not be there for the right reasons when it comes to you having all these new changes in your life. Because even if it's not financial, the way that you are as a person now is so abundant. You're so free and full of life and full of positive vibes that some of these people are tricksters because they don't deserve to be in that energy. So Spirit's just saying to really discern that. So I didn't want to be loud. I was literally shuffling it on my leg, and it was so funny. There we go. Monk Nun. Wow. So right now, moving forward, what path are you headed down next? Focusing on letting go of any past illusions and focusing on true love. So really releasing any doubts, worries, and fears, and allowing yourself to feel this true love that's coming in. Aww. So, Spirit just wanted me to send this message with Avenger just popping out. For some of you, this new love that is protected by the angels, it's protected by specifically one of your guardian angels because they have seen you go through it. They have seen you be mistreated your whole life in love. And now this is their avenge. Watching you have this true love. Desire to balance out the scales of justice. Righteous on behalf of society or oneself. Exactly. So this is your guardian angel literally saying, specifically, it's like you've got an ancestor. This could be someone that passed when you were younger, or it's either you lost a good friend when you were growing up, possibly in high school, and for others of you, this is like a passed on loved one, so a grandparent or a great-great-grandparent even, but someone who's really seen you go through an entire struggle of a lack of love and unbalanced relationships, and now this is their vengeance. They want you to have this true love. So that's really sweet. It's like they're teaming it on from the sidelines. Wow, at the bottom of the deck, gossip. So it's like if you are coming into a 10 of Pentacles, people are gossiping about it. But Spirit's saying like that's part of your changes, learning how to discern, how to remain a lighthearted, kind-hearted person. 1 hour, 11 minutes was just on the live. And at this entire time, make sure you're communicating with your spirit team because they're trying to send you the messages needed. Now, a few more changes coming up for this one. A lot of love offers. A lot of you doing either something to do with just relaxing, spending more time with yourself. For you, it seems like a big changes in the finances. And if that isn't the case, then there's other ways abundance will come into you. Spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom, true love. There's so many other ways that you can receive abundance. Now, Spirit just wants you to be aware that not everything you see is what you get in front of you. So let's get an oracle message and we'll do a couple random mystery messages to close the reading. So first one says the void. So really trust the unknown. Wow. What did I just say about your guardian angel? That is so beautiful. Star ancestors. So literally this new love that you're coming into has been divinely guided by your ancestors, by guardian angel, and it is highly protected by Spirit. You deserve this true love. And the void, trust the unknown. Trust the road less traveled, the path unknown, because ultimately you're headed down somewhere beautiful. Now let's get some mystery messages just to close off and finish the reading. Okay. Okay, we got quite a few here. First one says the solution is coming. That's so beautiful. So the solution's coming to any of your concerns, your troubles. She or he is an ex for a reason. Wow, I feel like that should have been in the first pile. But hey, that could be a message for someone out there. let go of this past person and realize this true love coming in is one that's been guided to you by spirit. Starbucks. So someone like Starbucks, possibly you could work at Starbucks. For others of you, wow. Spirit just said you could end up owning a Starbucks. That could be how you end up coming into this abundance. Intuitive messages. So, hey, trust the intuitive reader right there. Thank you so much. I've never got that download before, but maybe that's how someone's going to come into this 10 of Pentacles. I think what they're really wanting me to convey is if you come into some sort of big blessing, they're saying invest it. So I'm not sure. It would definitely have to be a huge blessing for you to invest in a company or something like that. But for someone out there, you may have the means to do so, or you will in the future. And they're saying things like this is what's going to continue your pentacles to grow instead of allowing others to basically run you out of money, sort of thing. Time for changes. Well, isn't that the truth right there? Isn't that why we're all clicked on the reading, right? Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Try something new. So Spirit's literally telling you right there, now is the time to try a new hobby, a new passion. For some of you, I just get that you want to travel to somewhere new in the world. Try new foods. Try new times. Try new cultures, possibly. Wow, Spirit just said for some of you, possibly trying a new religion. For others of you, just really coming into new cycles and blessings. Be aware of those who don't have your best intentions at heart, but ultimately you are highly protected. So you don't have much reason to worry at this time. Just really trust the path. And for some of you, if you are having a down day, maybe a Starbucks will make your day brighter. Possibly that could be it. Random message. So final message just to close out this reading. Regardless if you're a feminine or a masculine, it looks like there's a lot of new changes coming up when it comes to you and love in this section. So with the clear quartz, trust your intuition. Trust where you're being guided, and most importantly, open up to these passionate new cycles. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this reading could resonate for you. And until next time, go ahead and like the video and subscribe if it did. Take care. Sending light and blessings to each and every one.